doing a deep dive on Texas probate and estate administration. Thank you very much for joining me. You can see I'm back in the studio. I'd much rather be on the road, but duty calls, and I love being in the studio too. So the thing is, we've started every one of these video series for I don't know how many weeks in a row. We've got to acknowledge everything that's going on in our country, right? But political discourse, fever pitch. The tragic death of Mr. Floyd and what we're going to do about it at a fever pitch. The unending coronavirus pandemic, economic impact, economic upheaval, how many friends and neighbors have been furloughed, out of work, can't provide for their families. We have got to come together, and we will as a nation. I believe in our nation, and I know we will heal from this. We will learn to love from this, and we will see the opportunity in this. And I just hope that we can get there sooner rather than later. And we're sending prayers of love and solidarity to all our friends, neighbors, and countrymen who are suffering right now, whether that be from what happened in Minnesota or what's happening with their ability to provide for their families. We're praying for all of us, and we're praying for y'all. The thing about getting your affairs in order, important, equally important, making sure that you update at the same time. Do it at the same time. Update your beneficiaries on all your life insurance policies. I literally had a case a few years ago where client comes in to update wills. Wills haven't been updated since client was in the military. The beneficiary of that client's life insurance policy was a deceased spouse who had been gone for 2 decades, which means that the children that had come from that, they weren't the named beneficiaries on that insurance policy. You got to remember, insurance is a contract. It passes outside of probate. So if you want your insurance assets you want to make sure they get to the right beneficiaries, to the right heirs. Make sure when you're doing your updates, your Texas Durable Power of Attorney, your Texas Medical Power of Attorney, your will, or other estate planning document, make it a point to, and I always remind clients to do this, where are your beneficiary designations for your insurance policies, for your bank accounts? You want to make sure that everything passes to the heirs without the necessity of the probate court. Pay on death benefits for all your bank accounts. Then you don't have to worry about that being a probate asset. Life insurance policies that are designated for the beneficiary of my surviving spouse, or if my surviving spouse passes, my children who are, name your children. Then you don't have to worry about if that becomes a probate asset. Real property, you can gift real property during your life through a deed on death, takes it out of the probate process. It just automatically, mom and dad leave their property to their 3 adult children. Boom, filed in the real property records. Does not cost a lot. Usually costs between $15 and $30 to record a deed. Only costs, it's a nominal fee to create a deed on death. It's something the legislature created in 2013 or 14. I can't remember when the law took effect, but at first I was a little skeptical of it, but I think it's a brilliant idea. It's a fix to avoid the probate process, to move as many assets as you can right into the hands of your heirs, so they have them when they need them, and the roadmap is there. So get these things in place. And, then last but not least, make sure that all this material, the powers of attorney, the deed on death, the recorded deed on death, the executed Texas Durable and Medical Powers of Attorney, executed HIPAA form, in case somebody needs to talk to a doctor, they can do it. Even if they have a power of attorney, sometimes they can't get the medical records, they need a HIPAA form. Just get these basic things together, all of your change of beneficiaries and your insurance documents, and put them in one notebook. I like to call it a doomsday notebook. Other people call it something else. But in case something bad were to happen, you know that all the information your surviving spouse needs, the key to the safety deposit box, the combination to the lock in the basement, the combination to the gun safe, the combination to the storage unit, the key to the storage unit, and all of the wills, powers of attorney, deed on death that have been recorded and signed and executed, and the life insurance policies, or a listing of the life insurance policies and all of the transfer on death bank accounts are listed out and put in one notebook where it's easy for them to find. So at the time when they need you the most, you're not there, but you got a notebook to help them get through the swamp, right? It's like a compass in the swamp. It's not a perfect solution, but it's better than the alternative. Anyway, whatever you do, please consider getting these simple things in place. And, God bless America. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Leave me a question or comment, and I'll get back to you in a subsequent video series, direct message back to you, or both. Thank you again.